Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. All right, guys, look at this. The topic is converting from a non-linear equation to linear form. It's a very good name given to the topic, which is actually known as the linear law. Okay, the topic is actually the linear law. Okay, now why do we need to have this linear law, or why do we need to convert a non-linear equation to the linear form? Guys, the thing is that you will be seeing this a lot in your physics practicals, especially. I have seen students drawing using this linear law to obtain a straight line graph. Uh, Many a times when we are conducting a research, we are not interested in the actual shape of a curve. We basically want to see that what is the trend of the curve. Is it does it have a positive trend going upward, or does it have a negative trend? Okay, and then what is that initial value over here? That is normally, like, if I write its equation, that is y is equal to mx plus c. This is the equation of a linear graph here. So this m tells us the steepness of the line, and the c is basically the y-intercept that gives us the initial value. When, for example, if you have something being studied against time, so the c tells you the initial value when the time is 0. Okay, now, how to do that? Look at this. It says we have an equation here. Um, we have taken some data here. So it says we have plotted this curve here, and its equation is, if you look at this equation here, the equation is t is equal to a under root L. Okay, so here is the, this is L and this is T. Okay, now this is a curve and we want to have a line instead. Now this is T equals A under root L. If you take the square roots of this, all the values of L as you've done here, okay, instead of taking the actual values of this L, we are going to take the square roots. And when you plot these square rooted values against t, you see what happens. Look at the graph now. The graph becomes a line graph, because now this under root L is behaving like X over here. This is X and this is your Y. So this is from T equal to A under root L, this has become Y equal to MX kind of an equation. And if you allow me to write C over here, the value of C is 0 here. So this is Y equal to MX plus C. So let me see if we have one more example here. Um, I can take you to this exercise first question here. Guys, you see, or let me give you an example from myself, first of all. Just give me 1 second. Okay, guys, here I am. I have drawn my own example here. First of all, you see this equation y equal to x squared plus 2. This is the curve in red over here. You can see here you have 0 comma 2, here you have 1 comma 3, then you have, this is 2 over here, and you have 2 comma 6 over here, then you have 3 here, okay, and then you have against 3 you have 11 here, and then against 4 you have 18 over here. This is your 18 against 4. Achha, now this is obviously a curve over here. Now, what if you want to obtain a line graph out of this? You don't want this curve for this y equal to x squared plus 2. So what you will have to do is you will have to change this x square with x. Okay, look at this. I have squared all the values of x, and I'm writing here this x square. Now this x square is basically going to be my x, capital X now. Okay, and the equation of this, the line that I will have, that will be y equal to x plus 2. Now look at this. 0 square is 0, 1 square is 1, 2 square is 4, 3 square is 9, and 4 square is 16. If you look at this, like, if we plot this, suppose I have plotted them here First of all, you see this is on this blue line, you have 0, comma 2. Okay. Then you have 1, comma 3. Here is 1, comma 3. Then you have 4, comma 6. Look at this 4, comma 6. This is 4, comma 6. Then you have 9, comma 11. Here is 9 and here it is 11. And then 16, comma 18. Here is your 16 and here is your 18. So you see the magic here that if you change your equation, if you want to change your equation into a linear equation, you simply change this, whatever this term is here, into the x, and then you square all the given values here. Now, suppose if you had x cube here, okay, let me show you. So you can see now, I have changed this equation from y equal to x square plus 2 to y equal to x cube plus 2. And you can see that now the points would be, this is 0 pit 2, and then you have 1 pit 3, and then you have, this is going to be 2 comma 10 here, this is going to be 3 comma 29 here, and this is going to be 4 comma 66 here. Okay, you can see here is a red curve over here. Now, does this line still satisfy this situation? Let's check. I have cubed all the values of x from here. You see the 0 cube is 0, 1 cube is 1, 2 cube is 8, 3 cube is 27, 4 cube is 64. And my equation remains the same because I have simply replaced this x cube with the x. Now let's check if this is really satisfying all these new conditions here. So do we have 0 comma 2 here? Yes, we have 0 comma 2 here. Do we have 1 comma 3? Yes, we have 1 comma 3 here. Do we have 8 comma 10 here? Yes, here is your 8 comma 10. You can see this is your 8 comma 10. Then do we have 27 comma 29? So here is your 27. And if I go up, you will definitely be able to see 27 comma 29. Let me move it down here. 27 comma 29. So here is 27 and here I am. Here it is. You see, this is your, let me mark this point. This is your 27 comma 29. So guys, are you people convinced that if you have an equation, uh, equation of the curve, and you, instead of that, you want to have, a line graph. So you simply change that into the form of a line, of a linear equation. Let me take you back to the book and give you some examples, more examples from here. And you can ask from me, um, we can discuss this. Just give me 1 minute. So here we are on this exercise. It says convert each of these non-linear equations into the form y equal to mx plus c. So the way, just remember, I initially had the equation y is equal to x square plus 2, I think. Yes. And then I changed that into y equal to x plus 2. And then I have also shown you that when we had y is equal to x cubed plus 2, and we changed that into y equal to x plus 2. And you have seen that in both these cases, the result was a line graph. Okay. Now look at these examples here. Uh, so now in the same way, if you look at this, y is equal to ax squared plus b, this a part, this can simply be written as y is equal to ax plus b. This is the linear form of this non-linear equation. Okay. Similarly, if you look at this, let me cover this area so that I can have some space for working here. Look at this b part, bacho. Okay, now we have some harder situations here. We have y is equal to ax plus b over x. Now, whenever you have to write your equation in this linear form, remember you need to have, this is very important, बच्चों ध्यान से सुने. You need to have three terms in it. One, this a variable, other a constant, and this one is a combination of a constant and a variable. So I'm repeating this, whenever you're going to convert a non-linear equation into a linear equation, you will try to have these three terms in your new equation. One purely variable, other purely constant, and third, a combination, a product or a quotient of a variable and a constant. Now look at this B part. The problem is that all these three terms, they have got a variable with them. Okay. So suppose if you multiply with x, so this will become xy equals ax square plus b. Now this is that required form. Okay. Now if you want to plot that onto the graph, so here you will have all the values. This x would be the squares of all the values of x, and your vertical axis will be, which is going to show y, that will be the product of the x and y. And once you have got all these values plotted on the graph, you will have a line graph. So therefore, the linear form of this equation is going to be y equal to ax plus b. You can even write it as y equal to mx plus c, where y is going to be xy, x is going to be x square, m will give you the value of a, and c will give you the value of b. Now look at this C part, guys. Look at the C part now. I'll be doing many parts because this is totally a new thing for many of you people. So don't worry if you haven't done that in your ad maths. So just imagine this is your ad maths topic going on. Now you have in the C part, you have y equal to ax square minus bx. Now again, the problem is that all the three terms, they have got a variable in it. We just want the variable with two terms, okay? One purely the variable. So this time I'll have to divide all of them with x so that, you know, this x is removed from here. So this would become y over x, that is equal to ax minus b. Now this one is purely all variables. This is all constant. This is a combination of a variable and a constant. So your equation is going to be y equal to mx plus c maybe. Okay, this time you will keep your x as it is. There is no change in your x, okay? This will go as it is, but for the y, you will have to find y over x. That is how you will have the corresponding vertical coordinates here. Okay, look at this D part now. If you look at the D part, you will see, let me do that with you people. And guys, you have to do all these parts again, by the way. Okay, now look at this D part now. This is y equal to a minus x, that is equal to bx. Remember, this is the target over here. We need to have three terms, one all variables, one all constant, and the third has to be a combination of the variables and the constants. Okay, well, let's open this up. I have ay minus xy, that is equal to bx. All of them, they have got the variables with this. Oh, I have an idea here. Yes. What if I divide the other side by the y? I will have a minus x, that is going to be bx over y. I think that will work for us. Let me rearrange this. Let me take this x to the other side and bring this to this side. So this is going to be x equal to minus b x over y plus a. Believe me, guys, this is your linear equation. Okay, don't be worried about this. Yaar, ye kya hua? We have x on the left hand side. So now look at this. Your x would be x over y, and your y will be x. Okay, so this is the linear form here, y equal to mx plus c. Okay, if I can show you that how this would be marked here. So this is your x over y plotted here, and this is going to be your x over here. Okay, that is how you have this equation's linear form is going to be this: y is equal to mx plus c, and this is the y, and this one is the x. Now guess how would you be changing this e and f part into the that required linear form? Okay, in this part you can simply multiply all the equation by under root x. This will be y under root x, that is ax plus b. That's it. You have got three terms. This is all variables. This is all constant. And this one is a combination of a variable and a constant. That's it. This is your y. This is your x. So x remains as it is. That means you will have, this is your x-axis, and this is going to be your y under root x-axis. Okay, that's it. And I think in the same way you can handle this, like this f part is already in the linear form. Like if you look at this part f, you simply say this is y equal to a into 1 over x square plus b. Okay, so you can write it as y is equal to ax plus b, because this 1 over x square is all variable. So this is variable into constant, and here is the constant. So this simply goes into the required linear form if you change your 1 over x square with the x simply. ठीक है?